This is our Baker Creek order. This is one of our bigger orders. So this might be a little bit longer video. This is one of my favorite companies to buy seeds from, is from Baker Creek. And my helper here, she's going to pick out which seeds we're going to be going through first. So which ones are we going to go through first?
Let's try these ones.
Alright. So these are our greens. Okay. This one I bought. There's no package on, there's no picture on it. But this one I bought for a specific purpose. I am going to start some of these to sell in my greenhouse that we're building. But I also am going to be giving some, or growing some and starting some and putting them in a little cup. And any child that visits our greenhouse is going to get one of these tiny Bok Choys. They're a little itty bitty little Bok Choys. They don't get very big. They're really cute, and it would be something that the kids might enjoy. So any child that comes will get one of these tiny Bok Choys. This one is a Chinese cabbage. Again, no picture. This one is kind of like your Napa cabbage. I want to use these ones to make maybe my own kimchi. I'm trying to get into getting more ferments in our diet. So kimchi is one of those things that you ferment. This is another package of that. This one is just some bok choy. These are just, I think, regular sized ones, if I remember correctly. They're not anything huge or anything like that. But we have really enjoyed eating bok choy, so we're really excited about growing those ones. Here's one I'm really excited about, and this is a little gem lettuce. It says it's a very small apple green romaine type head. Excellent flavor, superb heat tolerance, sure to please. One of the things that kind of drew me for this one was the heat tolerance. And I'm also hoping to maybe even do some of those in the fall. I've got some purple bok choy. These are a little purple plant. Arugula. This one is Paris Island. And this is just another a lettuce. It's tender crisp leaves with delicate white hearts and perfectly folded centers, disease tolerant and bolt resistant. This one is Chinese pink. This is celery. I wanted to go with some different colors, so it's not all just green in my garden. So I like to do some of that different stuff. This one, I wasn't even sure if I'd even had any of this, and then I bought a spring mix thing of lettuce at the store, and I was looking at what kind of greens they had put into it, and they had Mizuna in there, and this one is a pink one. This one I got because this one, well, it says the stems of this variety are a purple-pink hue, which indicates a high level of antioxidants, and that's why I got this particular one. And something that I've kind of noticed is that things that do have like more of the colors to them, not just the green ones, but the pinks and maybe the purples, they seem to have more like antioxidants and some of the other better things in them that like the green stuff just doesn't have. So every once in a while I will buy a seed that's like this one that has more like antioxidants in it versus the green kind. So I'm excited to be able to make a salad with that. This is Rocky Top's salad mix. This is just a leaf lettuce. There's no picture on it, but it is a mix. It's got like your red lettuce and green lettuce, and it's just, this will be, I'll show you as it's grown what it looks like. But I'm really excited about doing a lot more salads and greens and things from our garden this year. Okay. This one is our beans. Sorry, children. I'm sure you can hear them in there fussing. Autumn, would you go tell them to calm it down? This one is a rattlesnake pole beans. I've seen a lot of people that have recommended these beans, so I wanted to try something a little different. I'm trying to find just the perfect bean, I guess. I usually do the Kentucky Wonder, I think. I'm not sure, but they seem to always get a lot of rust on them. So I've been trying to find one that's more resistant to rust and any bugs and stuff. This one I'm sure Autumn will take over. She did a fantastic job growing these last year, but this is Lillian's caseload, and these are peas. 2 packages of those. And then I got a new variety of bean for us, and this is Jade. These are 50 to 5 days, so they'll be ready in 55 days. I got these specifically because I saw that. The other ones I think that I had looked at, they were like 65 days or further out. So I wanted to get these ones because they're going to be ready sooner. There's not really... They do say that these develop their beans like higher up on the plant, so they're easier to find, which is kind of nice. I do not enjoy picking beans. I do it, but I do not enjoy it. Okay, so this one is a fun one. I've never grown these before, and when I'm getting my catalogs and stuff, and before I get my seeds, I always ask the kids to look through it and figure out, what they would like to grow, what they would like to see grown. And this is one that my oldest son, Timothy, decided that he wanted to grow. And last year I had looked at doing these because I thought they were really cool, but they were all sold out by the time I got my seeds. But this year I got some. And these are kind of expensive. I think they were... Yeah, these were $3 for a minimum of 5 seeds. There feels like there's more in there than just 5, but that's pretty expensive for just 5 seeds. And you may think, why are you buying something that's so expensive? Well, because sometimes, you just do things for enjoyment. And this is something that if we do like it, I plan on seed saving. So I won't have to buy seeds for these ever again. But this is the Chinese python snake bean. And these are edible. It says, the fruit tastes much like green beans and is the largest snake bean variety, growing up to 60 inches long and 1.5 inches thick. As it matures, it develops a bright green color and thin layer of wax on the skin. When harvested at 12 to 18 inches long, it can be used like green beans or summer squash. So I don't think we'll probably do anything for like preserving these. But it'll be fun to grow. A lot of you who know me know there's a lot of snakes on our property, and I'm not really fond of them, but these are cool. I can handle these kind of snake things. All right, these are our cucumbers. I bought these. I bought these and ordered these from this particular variety from Baker Creek. And then I was like, I don't think I got enough. So I got them from True Leaf as well. And these are the Market More cucumbers. But these are, like, they've got like 25 seeds of minimum in each. What?
5 minutes.
5 minutes long? Yeah.
5 minutes.
It's okay. Anyway, sorry, my son's behind me. These are just the Market More cucumbers. So I did buy these from True Leaf Market because I wanted to make sure I had enough of these. So I've got those. Then I got, these are the Yamato Extra Long. And I got a picture of the little girl there. These are good disease and pest resistance, abundant producer of long, slender, burpless fruit. And this is a new one that I wanted to try last year and I didn't. I think they sold out by the time I was getting my seeds, I think. If not, I may have just forgotten. These are the cucamelons, the Mexican sour gherkins. can't wait to try these. They look like watermelons is what it says, and it's good, fresh, or pickled. So that's something new I've never done before. Kind of excited about that. The big bundle. Okay. This is the exciting part, I guess. All right. So first off, we have here, these are just a Cosmo. These are the seashell. And then I just got some orange flame marigolds. Just your regular ones. This one, I did not buy this because of the name. I promise. I bought this one because I thought they were super cool. These are poppies and they're hens and chickens. I promise it wasn't because of the name. Aren't they cool? And then I've got zinnias, and these are Cupid mix. I fell in love with zinnias a couple of years ago. I got some from an Amish greenhouse near our house, and they were so unique and so pretty. I just fell in love with them. So I'm going to be putting a lot more zinnias in my garden because they do help attract beneficial bugs. So that's something fun. Okay, now this one, I had to get this one. When we moved in here, we had a lot of hummingbirds that they would come to the windows and they would be looking for food. Even though the place that we currently live on was empty for like 5 years, they still would come and look for food. And we have a lot of like honeysuckle type bushes out in our back pasture. But once those are done, they're kind of done. But I wanted to get something that I could use to feed them. So this is a plant called Agastache, something like that. But this is a Texas hummingbird mint. It's like a heather queen. This is a perennial that is aromatic and attracted to pollinators, great in arrangements and used to make teas. It's also good at for mosquito repelling oil. So double bonus, have all the hummingbirds come around and get rid of the mosquitoes. That'd be a good trade-off for me, I think. Out back where we have, out in our back pasture, we have a lot of mosquitoes. These are Bright Lights Cosmos. Gabiosa. These are another zinnia. Baker Creek has a lot of different varieties that we're not used to seeing that you can't get like at Walmart or anything. They have a more unique. There's another. We already done that one. This one is Phlox, and this is Sugar Stars. This is another poppy, and they're falling in love. I just thought those were really pretty. This is Aster. They're from China, I guess. I'm not sure. They're Giant Perfection Mix. Purple Prince Zinnias. This is a tall double mix strawflower. And because apparently you can't have a yard or greenhouse or whatever without this, we have some balcony mix petunias. Alrighty. Melons. Alright, so this one is Sweet Passion Melon. That's a yummy melon. These ones are Kajari melons, and these ones are like a what do you call them? Individual melon, personal melon, I think. They're not very big. They fit in your hand. They're really good. They're full of flavor, but these are the Kajari melons. And then I've got, this one is strawberry. These ones can grow up to 25 pounds. They have some disease tolerance. So that's kind of nice. And then this one is a new one for us as well. This is bitter melon. The bitter melon is a dietary staple on the island of Okinawa, famous for its people's longevity. And no, I am not growing this because I want to live a long time. There is some research that has been found that it does help with lowering blood sugar. And so that's one of the reasons why I plan on growing that. Plus, it's something else that's really good for you to eat and get a little more diversity into our diet. All right. So we're excited about trying those ones. These are just, we have the New England sugar pie pumpkins. I don't usually do like jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, but I do like the pie pumpkins. To me, the jack-o'-lanterns are kind of a waste. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so these are our peppers. Last year, I grew one that was called Paprika Pepper. They were the cutest little peppers I've ever seen. And this year, Baker Creek did not have Alma's, and neither did M.I. Gardner. And I'm not sure if I'm going to try to get some of those seeds or if I'm just going to, I have a few left from last year, so I may try to just start those. Or, I do have these. These are, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but these are a Paprika Pepper. These are from Metroford, something like that. Hungary. They're medium hot paprikas with great flavor, terrific for drying and making delicious traditional Hungarian paprika. I will tell you this much, after having my home grown, dried, ground up paprika powder, the store does not compare. The store's paprika powder basically is tasteless as far as I'm concerned. It's a waste of money. The one that I made, it was so good. You could actually taste it in your dishes. So I'm kind of disappointed that I can't find the seeds because I really want to grow a whole bunch of those peppers. This one is the Anaheim. Now I think, I can't remember I think it was this one that I want to grow. I want to grow these ones. We eat a lot of chilies and I want to grow these and can them as chilies. I think this is the variety. There's one of the peppers. I'd have to look it up, but I think that's the one it is. Okay, this one would be good if you don't like heat. But if you like jalapenos, but you know, if you have stomach problems and you can't handle the capsaicin that's in it, these are a good substitute. These are not jalapenos. These taste exactly like jalapenos, but they don't have any of the heat. So I'm going to be growing these ones to sell in my greenhouse. So if anybody's interested in those. Okay, this one is the Lezia Pepper. These are believed to be the sweetest of all peppers and with the thickest flesh we have seen. They're a total crowd pleaser with intensely juicy texture. Plants are stocky and high yielding and altogether rugged and easy to grow pepper. These ones I will probably dehydrate and grind to put in my chili powder and my taco seasoning. That's what I'm thinking, because they're sweeter, and I wanted one that I could put in that's sweeter. This one I grew last year, and we really, really liked them. This is the Ajavarsky Pepper. These are a big, like, blocky pepper. You can stuff them, or they're a roasting pepper. They're really good like that. I did stuff a couple, and they were really, really good. So I want to grow those again. That'll be an absolute must-have in my garden. And then I did another, this one is going to be the cayenne. Just, why would I grow that when I could just buy it? Well, look on the ingredients on those bottles. That's all I can say. Okay, so this actually should be, where's our brassicas? This should be in the brassica one. Okay. I have some beets here. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Aren't those cool though? I can't wait to grow these. I'll probably grow those in the spring and in the fall. And then I've got carrots. These are the black nebula ones. These ones, I'm thinking of dehydrating these ones. We'll see. I canned these with our orange carrots and it turned our orange carrots purple. So if I do can these, I'll probably just can them by themselves if I have enough. But we'll see. I got time to think about it. I haven't grown them yet. Then I've got some leeks. And then I've got some heavy hitter okra. This is a new variety from Baker Creek. There's not very many in there. But the picture they had of the okra plants, they were loaded. So we like okra in our family, so we're excited about growing these. All right, what's next? All right. I have some Rosita eggplant. The Rebecca Allen tomato. This one is a little bit of a meatier tomato, and since I do so many pastes or sauces and things, I like to get the meatier ones. This one's a new one for us. I've been wanting to try these, and I finally bought the seeds for them. But these are ground cherries. They're kind of a lot like tomatillos with the whole husk and everything, but they're a little bit different. You can use these for pies and preserves, so that'll be an interesting one. These ones are a cherry tomato, and these are Sunrise Bumblebee, and I got these because they look cool. Then I have my Amish paste tomato, and these are going to be a must-have in my garden, absolutely. I love my Amish pastes. This one, last year, a lot of people were growing these, and this is one of those ones that you either love it or you don't. But a lot of the people that were growing them, they were saying, I think this is like a pound or 2 pound one. So I brought these because I wanted to see if I could grow a 2 pound tomato. But these are the Dr. Witchies. Plus, I need some sweeter tomatoes, and the yellows tend to be more sweeter versus the red ones that are more acidic. This one's a German pink. They say they're excellent for canning, freezing, slicing, and juicing. And then these are, I don't know how I managed to do it, but I did. I have 3 packages of these particular cherry tomatoes. This says the large vines set huge yields of 1 ounce sweet cherries, disease-resistant plants. And that's pretty much all. So yeah, I'm probably going to start a bunch of these and that might be why I bought so many, as I figured I'd start a bunch of these for the greenhouse. All right, so here I've got 2 different kinds of cauliflower. I've got Rober and Amazing. And hopefully we will have Amazing cauliflower. I've yet to be successful. I've been doing a lot of research on these. Last year it was my own fault of why that was. Why those didn't work out for us, but this year I'm more determined to get some cauliflower in our diet. All right, this is the variety of sweet corn I want to try this year, and this is the Dorney sweet. Then I've got a couple of herbs here. I've got thyme. And this one is lemongrass. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this. I know you can eat it. It is edible. You can cook it with it. You can dry it. You can make salves and things with it. I haven't decided yet what all I am going to do with it. I mostly like the smell of it, and it helps with mosquitoes. So you're going to see a lot of stuff that helps with mosquitoes. Okay, so I've got, this is just a white karabi. Alright, these are some medicinals that I bought, and then I want to grow to make some salves and things like that. Isaac, please back away from that so you don't mess it over. So this one is Yarrow. This is calendula, and this is strawberry blonde.
Ooh, that's cool, isn't it, people?
Chamomile. I don't remember. This is just the Lottie Lane. Oh, this is a Polish variety. So I know there's a German variety, and I was watching somebody today that was doing a version of calendula, and I can't remember where or chamomile. I can't remember where they got it. Okay, so this one is more of a more controversial or a medicinal type deal. I think this is one of those ones that you kind of have to be a little more careful if you're going to use it, from what I gather. But it's the fragrance is reminiscent of camphor and rosemary, and there's a long history of herbal use with it. The reason that I really wanted to get it wasn't necessarily for the medicinal benefits, but it's really good for helping keep bugs away. So that was one of my things that I really wanted to get this for, was to keep the squash bugs and the squash vine borers, mosquitoes, that sort of thing away. But I recently found out, and this was really dumb on my part, I should have done a little more research on this, but I did not know this, but I just recently found out this is toxic to cats, dogs, and cattle, and it is invasive. So I'm not 100%, Catherine, please do not mess with my camera. I am not 100% sure what I am going to do with my tansy. So stay tuned and see what I do with my tansy if I find it at all. Some fun ones. At least I'm not going to end on a sour note. Okay, so this one is the dishcloth loofahs. We're going to grow those again this year. Last year they did not do very well. And Catherine, please stop bumping my camera. Back off. So anyway, the last year they did not do well. It was my own fault. The year before, I think I got a couple of them. They're really fun to grow. So we're going to try it again this year and see what happens. Hopefully it'll do better. This one has a kind of an interesting story behind it. I wanted to grow these last year because they're really, really cool. And Baker Creek, of course, I had them sold out by the time that I got to them, because everybody, they're kind of a big deal. But this is the Tennessee Dancing Gourds. And it's a tiny 2-inch gourd that dances and spins just like a top. And I wanted to get some of these to maybe even get out to kids to decorate. I won't be this year, but probably maybe next year after they've had a chance to dry and things. But anyway, the story behind those is they had pretty much, well, let's start back. I think it has the name of the guy on here, Mr. Junior G of Prim Springs, Tennessee. When he was a kid, his parents used to grow the Tennessee gourds. And I'm not sure what happened, but they quit growing them, I'm guessing, and just the Tennessee gourd pretty much almost went extinct. And this guy was at a store. I don't know if it was an antique or what kind of store it was, but he was at this store, and the gentleman that owned the store had a gourd sitting there. And so the guy asked if he could buy that gourd off of him, and of course he did. So he took it home, and he opened up that gourd, and he was able to get the seeds inside that gourd to germinate. And he just kept doing that, and every year just kept, regrowing them, and just kept saving the seeds. And eventually he was able to make a comeback for these Tennessee dancing gourds. And so that's kind of cool that he was able to do that. And we're going to grow those this year, and hopefully we'll get a good harvest off of that. All right, so the last little deal here is Baker Creek is one of those ones that is a company that they will throw in a free seed. Now, I actually normally every so many seeds that you will get a free package of seeds. But I think this year that there are so many orders and they were so overwhelmed that I think they were just throwing in seeds and not taking the time to figure it out. So I actually had 3 orders from Baker Creek. Don't judge. And so I got a free packet of seeds with every order. The first one that I got here is a white Tumusol tomato. And I don't, you don't get to pick. They just throw these in there. So that'll be interesting. These are an 80-day tomato. And they're creamy, smooth, half-pound fruit. So that'll be an interesting one. I've never grown that before. I wasn't planning on it. But, why not if you get free seeds? Then I got another one of these, which I'd already bought one. So it's like, I got 2 of them now. And then I've got the Russian red or Ragged Jack kale. So, that is my Baker Creek orders, I guess. I have one more unboxing that I will do, and that is from M.I. Gardener. I don't know when I'm going to be posting that one. I need to actually film it yet. But that one's an exciting group of seeds as well. So, I hope you enjoyed seeing these. I hope you're going to be enjoying watching as I struggle through some of these and growing them, or I'm sure I'll excel at. So anyway, I'm excited about this growing season. I can't wait to start seeds. It needs to hurry up. So anyway, we'll see you on the next video.